With Rainieri help, the administration drafted a bill to put Wall Street on a more equal footing with the he says it was called the Secondary Mortgage Market Act. Although those in the news always used its slippery sounding acronym when they talked about it. Rainier had another name for it, the Private Sector Existing Bill. Failure to pass it, he warned Congress would risk turning the mortgage market of America into a totally government franchise. Rainier was in Reagan office when the act was signed in law in October 1984. Expanded mortgage-backed securities, which constitute the secondary mortgage market. Direct loans are the primary market. From state blue sky laws restrain the issue of new financial products. It removed the restriction against institutions like state chartered financial institutions, pension funds, and insurance companies from investing in mortgage-backed securities used by Wall Street, even when they lacked a HC warranty. It also ensured the role of the credit rating agencies by insisting that mortgage bonds had to be highly rated to be eligible for purchase by pension funds and similar low-risk investors. Although there were worries that the rating agencies were being given too much responsibility, the bill's supporters reassured Congress that investors would rely solely on a rating to buy a mortgage bond. The credit does not believe that investors in MBS will accept any substitute for disclosure testified Clark Bob Jr., the chairman of the G. Mortgage Insurance business. The running requirement service only has an additional independent validation of the issue quality. Helpful though it was, didn't fully level the playing field to no truly private company can compete effectively with Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac operating under their special charter. Bob told lawmakers what he meant in part was that because of the GC's implicit government guarantee, investors were willing to pay a higher price for Fannie and Freddie backed securities, since the federal government appeared to be standing behind them. For the same reason, Fannie and Freddie could borrow money at a lower cost than even might General Electric with its AAA rating is or no. The Yes were still legally to dominate the market. In fact, they were even in a position to monopolize it if they do so chose. Investors still value the GC's securities more than anything else Wall Street could produce. There was a telling moment during one of the many congressional hearings on mortgage-backed securities. A congressman asked Maxwell whether he thought, as the congressman put it, there is enough for everybody. There is plenty, responded Maxwell in response to a similar question. Rainieri countered, I will have to completely different. In truth, mm, there was never going to be enough for both Wall Street and TGs.